Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Three Amigos Productions. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I get autofocus on my Leica M lenses. Now, as you know, I like to shoot Leica M lenses for a hobby, but at the same time I have a Nikon Z camera which I use for landscape and portraits and various other jobs when necessary. Now, one of the things that I've always loved about Leica lenses is their construction, their build quality, the image quality, as well as the overall rendering that these lenses give. Unfortunately, these Leica M lenses, although they have a great form factor, they do not offer autofocus. So I've had the experience of shooting with Leica lenses on my Nikon with adapters made previously, but they were only available in manual mode. So I've tried shooting weddings with this adapter, and it was a good experience, but it could get tough at times, especially when you're trying to focus like a Noctilux at aperture 1.0. Now, there's a company called TechArt which recently released an updated version of their TZM adapter, and what this adapter does is that it allows for you to shoot, to attach your Leica lenses onto your Nikon Z mirrorless, and it gives them autofocus function. Now, TechArt is a company from China, I believe, and that's where they manufacture their adapters as well. So I ordered this online and it came to me within a few days, and I've had the chance to shoot it over the past couple of days, and I must say I've been quite impressed with the autofocus so far. Now, this is generation 2 of the TechArt adapters, and I actually was aware that they had a first generation done a few years ago. However, having watched some YouTube videos done online, I wasn't very impressed with the autofocusing, and I found that I could actually autofocus better manually with this Gabel M to Z adapter. So that's what I've been using for the past few years. However, recently I've seen some videos surface on YouTube about people shooting with the second generation, and I must say that the autofocus has much improved and also even supports the eye autofocus. Now, this TechArt adapter comes in at about $400 US, so about 2,000 to 3,000 Hong Kong dollars, and I have attached it onto several lenses, including the 50mm Noctilux as well as the 90mm Summicron, and I can say that the autofocus is pretty responsive. I'll attach some sample videos and photos for you guys to check out, and you guys can see how this adapter performs. Now, I would say that I've brought several focal lengths here to give it a try, because I believe that most people would want to shoot this autofocus beyond 50mm and above. Because I think if you're shooting at 35mm and below, you can probably nail autofocus faster manually, or the autofocus wouldn't be that difficult to nail in the first place. But when you're shooting with, let's say, a 50mm Noctilux where the depth of field is quite shallow, or you're shooting with a 90mm, then I think this is where the TechArt adapter will really shine. And what's great about this TechArt adapter is that in the packaging that it comes with, it actually comes with a dock, and that dock actually has firmware updates as well. So when TechArt releases updates, you can attach the TechArt to your computer and you can update the firmware as necessary. So just to give you a very quick overview, the TechArt adapter is very small. It's probably just about 1 to 2 centimeters that protrudes from your Nikon Z body, and there you have the lens attached to it. So just a few things to note when you're shooting with this TechArt adapter is that you're still controlling the aperture of the photo or the video as how you would control it on the rangefinder camera, which is over the lens. And what you need to do is, when you set it up, is actually to adjust the aperture to the corresponding focal length. So there is a chart that comes in the instruction manual, or you can search it online. So for example, if you're shooting at 50mm, then you need to adjust the camera aperture to, let's say, 2.2, so that the XIF data will have the appropriate focal length when you're editing your photos. So do bear that in mind. The second thing is that it does support the different sort of focus modes. So it has single point autofocus continuous, or it also has eye autofocus, and you will shoot it as you would normally do so. So how it basically focuses the lens is that it actually moves in and out, and overall the responsiveness of this lens has been quite incredible. So we're going to shoot some videos later on to show you how this lens performs on different focal lengths, how it performs in different lighting situations, how it performs at different apertures, as well as different subjects, to give you guys a good understanding of how this adapter works. And overall, my first impressions of this adapter so far is that it's quite amazing. I'm actually quite comfortable to use this adapter to shoot portrait shoots as well as weddings, and I can't wait to show you guys some more footage.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so here we are just to test the autofocus of the TechArt. I'm shooting with the Noctilux 15mm. I'm shooting at base ISO 100. The aperture of the lens is set at f1, and the current shutter speed is also at around 8000. Might be a little bit bright, but let's just test autofocus. So here I'm going to focus on Junio. So I'm going to actually go a bit closer. Okay, and then autofocus is on. Okay, you try walking towards me? Oh, struggled already. Okay, let's go back.
And now don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.